Summer is nearly here, so it's the perfect time to plan out all of those crochet projects you want to make to welcome in the warmer weather. Whether it be vacation weekends or days by the pool or at the beach, my personal favorite, and just have plenty of crochet sessions outside soaking up the sun. Traditionally, crochet was seen as a craft that was more relegated to fall and winter, but right now that couldn't be further from the truth. Crochet has definitely been king this summer and for the last few summers. Everywhere I look, I see crochet, which is so great to see. There are more crochet garments and accessories everywhere, and it doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. Hopefully, this means that we'll be seeing crochet associated with summer from now on. I know I personally am on a mission to making this positive change. So in this video, I'll be sharing 50 of my favorite free crochet patterns to make this summer to hopefully inspire you to keep out your hooks during these warmer months. And I'll be separating all of these patterns into 5 different categories: tops, bottoms, swimsuits and cover-ups, accessories, and home decor. And as always, you can find all the exact links to all of these patterns on my blog post, which is linked in the description box below. So let's get started with some crochet tops. First is the Crochet Vacation Top by Mama in a Stitch. I liked this pattern had a flirty, summery baby doll style that's also quite casual. You can pair it with shorts or jeans and it's easy to make, only requiring basic stitches to make it. And this pattern features sizes extra small to 2XL and it's available on their blog post. Or make a chunky mesh over shirt by the Snugglery. It's quite beginner friendly to make and fits sizes small to 3XL, and this one would be a great layering piece for summer. Put it over a bandeau top and pair it with some jeans or a nice skirt, and it'd be perfect for summer. To make it, you make the front and then the back panel and then the sleeves and collar and seam it all together. And this one is a downloadable pattern on the Lovecrafts website. I also loved this Hepatica granny square top by Hooked by Anna. To create it, you make the granny squares, sew them together, crochet the top, then work the edging and ties and wash it and block it to finish it off. I liked the timeless feel that this piece has, and it is in sizes small, medium, and medium large. And this one uses basic stitches as well as the 2 single crochet and 2 double crochet, 2 together decreasing stitches, and it's available for free on the Lovecrafts website. Next is the Open Work Top by Yarnspirations. This one is size inclusive as it has sizes extra small to 5XL and it's beginner friendly to make. To create it, you start with the back ribbing, then turn it sideways and create the body, back, and front with shaping for the neck and sleeves, and then finish it off by sewing those shoulder seams. And I really liked the helpful chart that this one had, and it's available on the Yarnspirations website. This Argyle and Tarza crochet top by Yarnspirations would also be nice to make. It's more intermediate level as it does require basic stitches in the half double crochet 2 and 3 together decreasing stitches, and single crochet in the back loop only and the intarsia method. To make it, you work the front ribbing, then the rest of the front and armholes with shaping, then the back panel with shaping, and then you finish it off with some blocking to measurements, and then work the edging and straps. And this one has a helpful intarsia chart on the pattern and features sizes extra small to 5XL, and it's available on the Yarnspirations website. I also love this halter top by Yarnspirations. It's beginner friendly to make as it only requires basic stitches and has sizes extra small to 5XL. To make it, you work the body and then the ties, and this one is available for free on the Yarnspirations website as well. And I've actually already started creating this one out of some yarn scraps I have, so it's also the perfect yarn scrap project. Or make the Celia wrap top by Knit Gang. This one is more intermediate level as you do need to be comfortable with increasing, and it's the perfect wrap top for summer days. It's made working 3 different panels from top to bottom and then attaching them together and working the bottom and side edging. It has 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large. And I actually made this one last summer. It was a great make. You can pair it with jeans or a skirt and dress it up or down, and it's available on the hobby website. Next, you can make the Retro Granny Top by Yarnspirations. This one's beginner friendly and uses basic techniques and the double crochet 2 together to decrease. It has sizes extra small to large, and to make it, You use granny squares for the front and back, then you work the shoulders and all of the edging. And I liked how this one had a really retro classic style, and it's available on the Yarnspirations website. Or make the lacy halter top by Yarnspirations. This one's beginner friendly and uses basic stitches, as well as the half double crochet 2 together, 3 together, and single crochet 2 together decreasing stitches. It has sizes extra small to 2XL, and to make it you work the body by the row, then both cups, block it to measurements, then sew it together and work the edging and straps. And I really liked how this one had a really helpful chart as well in the pattern, which is available on the Yarnspirations website. I also liked the simple granny square top by Yarnspirations. It has sizes extra small to 5XL, and I liked the classic boho feel this one had. It's beginner friendly and uses basic stitches to make, and is made by working those granny squares, then seaming them together and working the ties and fringe. This one also had a helpful chart as well and is on the Yarnspirations website. Or I also liked this summer sea top by Villa Made. It has sizes small to 2XL, and I liked how light and airy this piece is. To make it, you work it from bottom up and starting with the body and the round, then dividing that front and back panel into 2, and then the straps and the bottom edge of the top. This one also had a helpful chart for it, and it's available on the hobby website. And if you're a fan of butterflies, you can also make this butterfly top by May Crochets. It has sizes extra small to 5XL and is an intermediate level pattern. It's worked starting in the middle, working the body of the butterfly, and then those wings, which join to the body, and then lastly, the straps. And this one is available on their blog. Now I'll share some summer bottoms patterns with you. First are the shell shorts by Hooked on Homemade Happiness. The shorts are made from the top down, then sectioned off for the legs. It features sizes extra small to 3XL, and you can also add a drawstring at the top, which is really helpful when you're crocheting with cotton yarns, because cotton yarn does tend to stretch and not really bounce back like acrylic or acrylic wool blends. So I find that it's really helpful to crochet that drawstring with cotton yarn, and this one's available on their blog post. Or you can make the granny square short by Hook Yarn Carabiner. It has sizes extra small to extra large, and to make it, you crochet those granny squares, then join them together into rectangles, then make a drawstring to finish it off. It only uses basic stitches, so it's beginner friendly. And I really liked how this pattern had instructions on how to make it into a short or skirt. And this one is available on their blog post. Or if you're a fan of the more classic granny square motif, you can make these shorts by Yarnspirations. They include sizes extra small to 3XL and are beginner friendly to make. To make them, you work all of the granny squares, then assemble them with the help of the diagram according to your size, then work the top and leg edging and make the waistband. And I also liked how you could use the granny square all-in-one yarn by Red Heart for these. If you want to see how I like it and my thoughts on this, you could check out the video in the card above or my blog post, which I'll also link in the description box below. Next, you can make the Manaya shorts by Katarina. This pattern is more intermediate level as it does require you to know basic stitches as well as the front post double crochet, front post triple crochet, and working in the circular rounds and increasing. It includes sizes extra small to extra large, and it's worked in the rounds, and then you create those belt loops to finish it off. And I really liked that you could add a belt to this one. It gives it that nice extra finish and polish to the design, and it's available on the hobby website. I also liked these shorts by Knit Gang. They have 3 sizes from small to large, and I also really liked how light and airy the design for these were. They're perfect for a day at the beach or at the pool, and the length is customizable as well to make sure that you're comfortable with the length. The shorts are made from top to bottom in the round, but joining in the rows, and the pattern is available on the hobby website. Or I also loved making this maxi skirt. The pattern's by me, and it's made by making a bunch of granny squares, then sewing them all together and working the edging along the top and a drawstring. This one's made to measure, and it's available as a pattern here on my YouTube channel. I also really liked this mini skirt by Belina Bellwood. It's beginner friendly to make and is made using 3 different motifs that can be used and made in whatever order to customize it as you like. It's worked in the round and would be super easy to also customize the length to however length you prefer. And this one's available as a tutorial on her YouTube channel. I also really liked this crochet skirt by Knit Crow Addict. This pattern is also beginner friendly and is simply a 2-row repeat. It's made by using the V-stitch and cluster stitch. And to make it, you start with the waistband, then work the body in the round, and this one is available on their blog post. And I also liked how customizable this one was as well, and you can also make it longer or shorter as you like. Or make the Amalfi skirt by Teresa Chorzipa. I loved the chevron pattern with this one. It has a really tropical and summery feel to me, and the skirt is worked in one piece, joined and turned in the rounds from top down, and the chevron pattern consists of alternating 3 double crochet peaks and double crochet 3 together valleys. This one's beginner friendly, but you do need to be mindful of stitch count to make sure that your chevron pattern nicely aligns. And this one's available on the Lion brand website. One of my favorite makes was the Divine Waves mini skirt. This pattern's by me, and I made it as part of the Mermaid Core inspired series. I'll link that in the card above. It's made by working the waistband and then the body of the skirt and the wave stitch. And this one is on my YouTube channel. Now I'll share some summer swimsuit and cover-up patterns. First is this Moonlit Bralette top by Hannah C. This one's definitely a fast and beginner-friendly make. To make it, you need to hold 2 strands of yarn together, which will make your piece a bit more bulky and provide coverage. And it'll work up quite quickly as well. And this one is available on the Love Crafts website. And you can also make this cheeky bikini bottom by the Naughty Lace. This one's worked from front to back, and then you work and join the sides. It includes sizing extra small to extra large. And for this one, you do need to make a gauge swatch to ensure the correct fit. And for this one, the designer used Cascade fixation yarn, which is 98% cotton and 2% elastic, so it stretches, which is super helpful when creating crochet swimwear. I also liked how they used an elastic rubber band for this piece to make sure that it stretches and won't have a soggy bottom, because we definitely don't want that. And this maker just has lots of tips and tricks on making crochet bikinis and swimwear. So I definitely suggest checking out their blog if you want to dive into creating swimwear this summer. This next one is great for the day at the beach or by the pool. It's the Sunshine Cover by Ginny and Teddy. This one has sizes extra small to 4XL, and to make it, you work the front, then the back panel, and the collar and the sleeves. Then the side ties with the tassels. And this one's available on their blog post. Or here's another cover up you can make by Meg Made with Love. This one has 3 sizes: small, medium, large, extra large, and 2XL. This one is intermediate level to make and uses basic stitches as well as the double treble crochet and the puff stitch. It's worked in one piece from side to side, and you leave a hole in the middle for the neckline. And the length can also be customized, which is great. And this one is also available on their blog post. A great bikini top to make is this striped one by Cerise Crochet. It's made by making the cups and then the bottom band and then the straps. And the maker shows how to customize it to fit your exact measurements. And it's also beginner friendly. And this one's great because it's a YouTube video tutorial, which is nice if you prefer more visual tutorials. Or make this crochet mesh dress by Anna Green. I love how low the back is in this piece and how perfect it is to layer on top of your swimwear. It's beginner friendly, and I like how she shows how to customize it to fit you, so it's made to measure. And this one is a YouTube video tutorial as well. I also like the flowery long sleeve top by Dana B. This one has such a lovely flowy vibe and is beginner friendly to make. It's also made to measure and is made flat in one piece, then you add the sleeves. This one is also a YouTube video tutorial. Or make the Summer Lovin' Cover Up by A Crocheted Simplicity. It's constructed by working rectangle panels and then seaming them together, leaving the neck space open, then working the edging and ties to lace up the sides with. There are kids sizes, toddler, child small, and child large, as well as adult sizes extra small to 5XL, so it's very size inclusive. And the designer used a cotton blend yarn with bamboo and linen, so it's definitely going to be lighter than 100% cotton, which is great for pieces that might be getting wet like this one. And this pattern is available on their blog post. How are you liking all of these crochet patterns so far? Before I share some accessories crochet patterns, make sure to give this video a like and also subscribe to join me each week for more crochet inspiration. Now I'll share some crochet accessory patterns with you. First is the Portofino bag by 2 of Wands. This pattern actually has 2 patterns, a tote bag and a bottle bag. The tote is made by working the base flat, and then the body is worked in the round and the straps are then worked. The bottle bag is worked in joined spiral rounds, which is one of my personal favorite ways to work in the round because it's seamless. The tote measures 21 inches or 53.5 centimeters in width by 15 inches or 38 centimeters in length. And the bottle bag is 10 inches or 25.5 centimeters circumference by 7 inches or 18 centimeters length with a 50-inch or 127 centimeters long strap. It's available on their blog. And I really liked the style of both these bags. The tote bag is perfect for putting all your little items in before you head to the beach or the pool. And the water bottle holder is just really nice and convenient. Or make the Caribe Big Bag by Mama in a Stitch. This one's the perfect beach bag or pool bag as well. And to make it, you make 2 panels for the sides, then that center panel, which will go along the front, bottom, and center of the bag. Then you simply seam the 3 panels together. And you finish off the bag by working the top in the round and then the straps. The bag is 19.5 inches wide by 16 inches long, and this one's available on their blog post. I also liked this classic circle bag by Mama in a Stitch. This one has a very nice airy look and uses the circular granny stitch, so it has a bohemian look to it, but it also has clean lines. It measures 13 inches in diameter and 3 inches wide, and to make it, you crochet 2 circles, then you make the center of the bag and seam it together. And to finish it off, you'll make those crochet handles and attach them with a tapestry needle. And this one's available on their blog post. You could also make a nice hat like this large brim hat by Katya Creates. This one is simply worked in the round and is beginner friendly. And also the designer mentions you can starch it if you want it to be more firm. And this one is a video tutorial pattern on their YouTube channel. One of my favorite summer patterns to make is a bucket hat like this one by me. To make it, you make 5 granny squares, then seam them together, and you work a few rows along the bottom to make that brim, and you have a simple hat. And this one's available on my YouTube channel as a video tutorial. Or you could make this summer bucket hat by Hey Hey Crochet. I liked the style of this one and how it's made with raffia, and it has 2 different sizes and is worked in the round. And this one is a tutorial on her blog post, but it's also a YouTube video tutorial on her channel. This picnic bucket hat by Crafty Maz Designs is also really fun. It has that classic picnic style and is made in rounds, and it's more intermediate to make as a bit of color changing is needed. It uses basic stitches as well as the fake double crochet and crab stitch. And there are 3 sizes: toddler, child, and adult. And this one is available on the hobby website. I also really liked this classic free linked crochet bandana by Nikki's Homemade Crafts. It makes a bandana size 12.5 by 21 inches and is quite beginner friendly to make as it requires basic stitches, the linked double crochet, alternative turning chain, and a scalloped border. And this one is available on her blog, and she also has a video tutorial as well. Or make this whimsy head wrap by Through the Loop. I really liked the lacy quality of this one. It gives me that summery vibe, and it measures 49 inches in length by 4 inches in width, and it's also easy to adjust. This one uses basic stitches as well as the double crochet 2 together. And this one is also on their blog, but there's also a video tutorial for this one as well. Another great one to make is this summery floral headband by Yarn Inspirations. It has a nice boho feel to it and would be perfect for a Renaissance fair or a garden picnic. It makes a headband that measures 20 inches or 51 centimeters in circumference and is intermediate level to make. So you do need to be comfortable with the 3 double crochet cluster stitch and with making leaves. There is some color changing as well, and to make it, you make that headband, then the flowers and the trailing leaves. And this one is available on the Yarn Inspirations website. Now I'll share some summery home decor with you. First are the patio pillows by Yarn Inspirations. I liked how colorful these are, and they'd be perfect to put on patio furniture during the summer. They're beginner friendly to make, and there is a round pillow and a square pillow pattern. To make them, you work front and back panels for both, then connect them together with the wrong sides facing each other, and you work a single crochet in each stitch around. They also fit a 14-inch insert for the square and a 12-inch insert for the round pillow, and they're both available on the Yarnspirations website. I also loved the flower pillow by Yarnspirations. They are beginner friendly to make and they only require basic stitches. You make the front and back centers of the flower, then the petals back and forth in rows. They measure 18 inches or 45 centimeters in diameter, and I think they'd be perfect if you have a more retro feel or whimsical feel going in your space, and they're available on the Yarnspirations website. Another great pattern to make is this sunshine pillow by Yarnspirations. It measures 15 inches or 38 centimeters in diameter, and to make it you work the front and back in the round, then seam them shut with a single crochet in each stitch around. Before completing it, you stuff it full, seam it closed, and then you work those sun rays. And I really loved the little embroidery details on this one, and this one would be perfect to make for a nursery or to give to a friend who's expecting. Or make the striped rounds pillow if you're looking for a more mindless make. This one's perfect. It's worked in the round, making 2 panels of a continuous granny stitch. And this one would be perfect to make and put out as patio pillow furniture as well to brighten up your patio furniture. And this one is a pattern on the Yarnspirations website. Or if you're looking for the perfect picnic blanket, look no further than this gingham blanket by Daisy Farm Crafts. If you're a lover of cottagecore or just classy style in general, this one is definitely a great one. It measures 38 inches or 96.5 centimeters and only uses basic stitches, and it does require a bit of color changing. But Daisy Farm Crafts also has a video tutorial to go with it as well. I also liked this Beach Days blanket by Willow Crochet. This Grafghan style blanket uses half double crochet to make this gorgeous landscape, and it measures 127 centimeters by 152 centimeters. It would be quite a project to make, but it would definitely be worth it. You do need to be comfortable with working with grid charts, but I think this one would be perfect to make during a relaxing day at the beach, and it's available on the hobby website. Or if you love sunsets, why not make the sunset wall hanging by Tanya P. Benito? It's beginner friendly and uses basic stitches as well as the extended treble stitch, and it's worked from the lower edge upwards. It does use a yarn color chart to make, so you do need to be comfortable with reading charts and then adding a little bit of fringe. And this one's available on the Lion brand website. Something I've been wanting to create for a while is a crochet umbrella, and I really liked the way that the Crochet Crowd showed how they did this one in their blog posts. It's more of a how-to guide than an exact pattern, but I really liked how many tips they gave and how they broke down how to make a crochet umbrella. Or this next project is also a fun one. It's the mandala blanket. I think this one would be perfect to make for picnics or to bring to the beach. And it measures 163 centimeters by 163 centimeters or 65 by 65 inches. It's more intermediate as it does require a number of special stitches, including the beginning popcorn stitch, back post and front post single crochet, half double crochet, double and double treble crochet, as well as the cluster stitches, increase and decrease stitches, and X stitch. But I think it's definitely worth the challenge. It creates such a beautiful, timeless piece, and it's available on the hobby website. I also thought this watermelon rug by Super Cute Design was really festive. It measures 90 by 90 centimeters and is made in the round. It does require a bit of increasing and then embroidering the seeds on the rug to give it that extra detail. And this one is available on the hobby website. Well, what did you think of my list of 50 summer crochet patterns? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give this video a like and also subscribe to join me each week for more crochet inspiration. Also, to see all the exact links to all the patterns I mentioned, you can head to my blog post. And while you're on my website, don't forget to subscribe to my monthly newsletter where I share occasional upcoming happenings, tutorials, shop updates, and I'll be sharing some really cool crochet freebies really soon. So don't forget to do that while you're on there. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me in the next video.